and gets very emotional. That's why in a lot of cases I really like it. Because you have a lot of these raw emotions being felt, especially after a major event like the destruction of Lahan. This is war. And in a lot of cases, it's more than that. Because one of the best parts of this game to me is when Elly actually confronts Faye, where he's literally blaming everybody but himself, and she's actually making him step back and go, "Hey, no, part of this is your fault. You didn't know what you were doing." As Alex knows, I'm kind of a sucker for accountability kind of thing. You know, like, I really do appreciate when people do utilize it.
Rankar Dragon.
Unfortunately, we don't have a death blow, so I can't hit this guy hard. I just have to keep on hitting him this way. Or actually, would we have access to one? No, I don't think you get one until you actually learn death blows, but let's try it out.
Death blow.
It's a nice little experiment to try. See if we can get up to another level. Oh, and now he's weak. So we almost have him down. There we go. Nope. So basically, if you have death blows on the character, you have an attack level right there. You can actually upgrade it and get more powerful attacks, but you have to have existing death blows. Well, it doesn't matter. The Rankar Dragon is defeated. Yes, Rankar Dragon. Insert your Rancor jokes here. Raijin! So now we have our first death blow.
Yay!
Raijin! And another cutscene. Faye, are you alright?
Yeah, I guess so.
That fight with the Rankar was remarkable. An ordinary gear cannot defeat that monster. And you certainly keep yourself in good shape.
Why did you bring this here, Doc?
This? You mean Weltall?
Weltall? This is the gear that destroyed our village. Why did you bother bringing it here? I never want to see another gear again.
I understand how you must feel, but in order to protect yourself, you need a certain degree of strength. Even more since we are being pursued.
I agree, a certain degree of strength is needed for self-defense. And if it weren't for this gear here, Elly and I'd be in this Rankar's stomach now. But this power goes beyond what is necessary. Does one really need the power to destroy everything? I don't need that kind of power. I just hate gears.
Faye, using power and being used by power, is that not a problem of the heart? If humans do not use their power for wrong, it can be a good thing. I believe such power can help us. In that respect, I know you will be fine. It sure helped you out this time. Am I right?
I want to believe that, but something is holding me back. This gear. Well, whatever. At least Elly is safe now.
She seems to have come to. Huh? I am Saito, a friend of Faye's. You almost did not make it. If Faye had not have helped you, I hate to think what may have happened. But I was not too pleased with his rashness in trying to take on that Rankar with just his bare fists. Smack! Bare fists? Well, I'm glad that you were able to find a use for what I brought you. Let us say we are just borrowing what the Kislev army left behind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Faye. This makes twice.
Don't mention it. I'll just put it on your tab.
Oh, yeah! It is getting dark. Let us make camp now and start out early tomorrow. The both of you look tired, and I need to make some repairs on our friend here. Of course, he's the doc, so of course he would know how to repair gears.
You're the doc.
This kind of gives you the hint that maybe Citan hasn't spent all of his time in the village. It's of no use. The knee actuator and bypass circuit are both ruined. The actuator can be fixed, but the circuit needs to be replaced. Oh, having trouble sleeping now? Actually, why don't you take over Elly for this one?
Alright. Yeah.
I imagine you would. You have had quite a day. This is the machine Faye used when the village was attacked. There was another machine left sitting on the outskirts of the village. Nil Baya da Legus. Basically, he was actually saying this in the dialect she was saying. It was yours, right? Just as I thought. The missing pilot from the gear that made an emergency landing in the Han, and the mysterious woman found wandering lost in the forest are actually one and the same person. Judging from your uniform, I would say that you're with the military, am I correct?
Who are you?
I checked the ID tags of the soldiers who died in the attack on the Han. The design on the tags and the design on your uniform there is the same. Do not worry. They were given proper burials. But they may not have been too pleased to die in a foreign land.
Maybe.
Does Faye know about you?
I don't think he has realized yet.
Most likely. Faye knows nothing of the world outside of the Han.
I see. So how come?
In any case, it is best if we do not pry into each other's pasts anymore.
But...
Let us just say that I know a little more about the world than most do. Anyway, Elly, I have a favor I must beg you to do.
What is it?
Go straight ahead and you will come to a road. Then just keep going. Would you please leave us while Faye is still asleep? Unfortunate things keep happening around Faye. I would like to protect him if possible. I do not want him caught up in any vain struggles. I'm also saying this for your benefit. Elly, you do not belong here. Go back to your family.
Hi.
Do not worry. I will not tell Faye what your true identity is. I will just tell him you went to meet up with your family.
No, it's not that. I did something terrible to him. So I want to apologize.
No need to apologize for bitch slapping him. Sorry, pardon my French. Something terrible?
Faye told me it was our fault your village was destroyed. Faye kept saying if only they hadn't come. Then I called Faye a coward because he was trying to escape from the responsibility. But in fact, it was me who was trying to escape from taking the blame. If I hadn't crash landed there, they would still be living peacefully now. All those innocent people wouldn't have been caught up in that tragedy, but I accused Faye.
You are a rarity. I did not expect your people would ever think like that. To your people, surface dwellers are nothing more than domesticated animals, are they not?
The shepherds... Abel, took control of the surface-dwelling lambs, possessing the right to give life and death unto them as they see fit.
Yeah, here's a Christian reference, guys. Abel and Cain kind of thing, and lambs. Exactly. Yet you seem to feel responsibility towards Faye and the villagers. Why is that?
I don't know myself. At Jugen, sorry. I was taught that surface dwellers were stupid and base. And that is why we have to control them, but
upon meeting Faye, something about him made you feel differently?
Yes, he's no different than we are. In fact, he seemed more powerful. He possesses something we don't. He also risked his life to save me. Twice.
Most of your people would feel ashamed of receiving such an act. Yet, you are grateful to Faye.
It's probably because of my father. He had an open mind to surface dwellers. My nanny was a surface dweller. No one knew about her, though. Besides, I am the same as Faye.
The same?
No, nothing. Never mind.
I think I understand. I am sorry, after just saying that we should not pry. It is my nature, you know. My wife says I am too persistent and that I talk too much. But personally, I do not think that I talk too much. It is probably best if you return home to your country. You really should not be here.
I'll return to headquarters. But then what?
You are worried?
Yes.
Worrying is natural. Even I used to worry once too, you know.
Oh, Satan.
Anyway, let me handle what to tell Faye. You had better go now. Aww. We were just getting to know Elly, and also figure out why Faye knows Elly.
Yeah.
And here's the in music for anybody who's curious.
Is Elly gone yet?
Oh, so you were awake.
Yes, I woke up midway, so I only heard part of what you two were discussing. Elly, so that's what she is.
Faye, she is...
I know. It's not Elly's fault. What happened to the village is all my fault. I took all my pent-up rage feelings on Elly. I'm the one who should apologize.
Faye, do not blame yourself. It was not your fault either. You were just trying to protect the village.
Thanks, Doc. By the way, how is everyone from the village going?
Yeah, this was a typo, I think.
Yeah.
Do not worry. Yui is taking care of them. I told her to leave soon and take them all to a certain place. They should all be safe for a while, so you just worry about yourself for now.
Okay, Doc.
Now, to think what we should do next. Shall we leave for this forest and head for the desert town of Dazil? We may learn what Aveh and Kislev are up to, not to mention getting some parts for Weltall. The leader of Aveh is not going to sit back and let the other night's fiasco go by unpunished. Alright, so that actually kind of sets us on our next plot, or next little plot detail. We need to find the town of Dazil to figure out what the heck is going on, why do we have people attacking, and we also need to get some repair parts for Weltall. Oh, and what's this? That's a big ship.
Dun, dun, dun. What is that?
I would assume it is an aerial battleship from Aveh.
An aerial battleship? I've never heard of Aveh having anything like that.
Of course, it does not come from Aveh originally. Most likely it belongs to the Gebler forces stationed in Aveh.
Gebler?
Special forces from the Sacred Empire of Solaris, known as Gebler. I'm sure you have heard something about them. They are an organization providing large-scale military aid to the Kingdom of Aveh. They showed up in Ignis several months ago. Until then, Aveh was being routed by Kislev. But with Gebler's help, they have managed to regain half their losses. They are now expanding their territory and gathering resources buried in the ruins.
I've heard the village elders talk about it. Is Elly really a part of that?
Quite possibly so. Their group has superior technology and power. It is rumored that they are here solely to get the resources in the ruins. I'm surprised they're using something as powerful as that ship. It must be to suppress the recent border skirmishes.
So, they're fighting the Kislev Empire.
Yes, it seems they've found new ruins on the northern edge of Aveh. Those ruins are under a 500-year-old temple. 3 weeks ago, Kislev took over those ruins. Most likely they are fighting over that. Alright, so we have a little bit of world building also. Now that we know, oh, sorry, I have to go a little bit further east, or north in this case. But unfortunately, we are way over on time, so I'm going to go ahead and end things here.
All right.
When we get back, we will head over to the desert town of Dazil, and we will figure out the details, not only just world building, but also figure out what to do next. on Faye's journey. Welcome back, everybody, to more Xenogears. I am so happy to come back to this. So last time, we had a bunch of material. We did the Black Moon Forest, and we are now making our way to the town of Dazil to see if we can find some repairs or some spare parts for Weltall. Now that we have a gear, and we're not alone, we're being joined by Saitan Uzuki, aka the Doc. Doc! Yeah, I have a feeling somebody's going to ask you to do this at least a couple of times. Is like whenever Faye refers to Doc, you need to do Doc!
Doc!
So let's go ahead and head over to Dazil. Thankfully, it's not too far off. Oh, and I actually do want to showcase this. So we do technically have a gear, so you do have a new part of the menu. Oh, crap. This is running off of PlayStation era, so buttons for me are a little confusing. Oh, we actually can't access it yet. So... And people were also asking me, like, how do you level up your death blows and all that? This is basically how you do it. So we already have a death blow for Faye. But you see all these numbers. Basically what you have to do is do their number combinations, and eventually it will unlock. Kind of in an unpredictable fashion, but we have 2 that we're working on. And even Saitan actually will have death blows the further we get in. Mm-hmm. But right now, he's kind of more of a bystander. Spoiler alert, he's a combatant, too. And not a healer. That's like the first time you've ever seen that, but he's more of a scientist. So here we are in Dazil. All right, so you're still Faye, Alex.
This is Dazil.
Yes, that is right. The desert town of Dazil. One of my favorite tracks in the soundtrack is this one, actually.
Yeah, this one's great.
It's the only desert town that has this track, by the way.
This town's lively.
This is the center for all excavations in Aveh. People come from all over Ignis to try to find the resources buried in the ruins around here. We should be able to find out what both Aveh and Kislev are up to here. And we also have to gather the things we need to repair Weltall.
Repair Weltall?
Yes, we must exchange the broken parts to fix Weltall. Otherwise, it will not be able to function at all. There is an Ethos workshop in the southern part of this town. Let us go there, Faye.
Yeah, okay, Doc.
Thank you.
Let's check this place out then.
And here's why I like the track, really quick. I love that they added actual vocals into this. Not too many Square games had actually done this by this point. Final Fantasy VII was the only one that actually included vocals because they had the big Sephiroth choir. But the fact that they did it here, it adds so much more flavor to the music. And again, this is a track that was never used in any other desert town. So, and here's the Ethos Workshop. Get used to seeing this emblem quite a bit, Alex. We're going to be seeing it later on. Oh, look at this. It's a workshop! An actual workshop! They're making the arm move. As a mecha fan, I'm truly pleased.
Wow, so this is the Ethos Workshop, hey Doc?
Yes, the Ethos Workshops are the only places that officially repair gears. Let us see if we can get the parts we need to fix Weltall here. As they say, time is money. Time is money, friend! Oh, sorry. My inner World of Warcraft came in there for a second. So we should do whatever we can do as soon as we are able to. Okay, so go ahead and talk to him really quick. Huh? How can we help you? Sorry to bother you. Our gear has broken down, so I would like to buy some parts to fix it. Tough luck, huh? Can you tell me what kind of parts you're out for? Yes, we are hoping to replace an X29 model injection bypass circuit. X29 model injection circuit? That's only used on the latest military models. We don't keep those kind of parts in stock here. You can only get such special parts by placing an order at the Ethos headquarters. This workshop is only for the repair of civilian gears. I see. Well, sorry to have bothered you. Sorry that we can't help you.
How do you know it's a man?
You don't. I guessed.
Did you just assume that NPC's gender?
Yes, I did. I totally did. Now everybody can call me sexist.
Sorry, it's just like the head. They make me think like they're wearing headscarves, so I thought maybe they were women or something.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter either way. Doc, do you have a moment? I need to talk to you.
I'm right here, Faye. You can talk anytime you want. Yes, of course, Faye. So, Faye, what did you want to talk to me about?
Why are we suddenly on this bridge? Well, Doc, it's about Weltall. We can't find the parts we need, so is it alright if we just don't fix it?
Do not repair it. What is the problem, Faye?
Well, we've been able to come as far as Dazil on our own. So doesn't that show that we don't need Weltall as much as we thought? Actually, I've been thinking that once things cool down, I want to go back to Lahan and help rebuild. That's all I feel I can do now.
I see. Well, if that is what you want, Faye, then fine. But I think we should try and move Weltall as far away from there as possible.
Move it away? But why do we need to do that, Doc?
It is only my speculation, but I suspect the incident that evening occurred because the Gebler Special Forces stole a Kislev military gear.
Special Force? You mean Elly's group?
Exactly. When I examined the broken gear in the village, I realized the Gebler pilot was riding a Kislev gear. It must have had some new technology involved in it for the Kislev army to send pursuit forces after it.
New technology?
I suspect that the Gebler force was out to steal a new experimental gear. I'm sure news of the Special Forces' failure has reached the capital. They will be investigating the Lahan area to reclaim whatever parts of the new gear that they can find.
Hold on, Doc. Won't the Kislev army be still in Lahan too?
Most probably. And in that case, there will be a conflict between Aveh's inspection team and Kislev's pursuit troops. If they find where we have hidden Weltall,
the armies will fight over who gets Weltall, and right near Lahan too.
Yes, even though it is a smoldering crater, it will be interesting. So, to avoid any problems, we should move Weltall somewhere else right away.
But we can't fix it in order to move it.
Right, but staying here will solve nothing. Fortunately, this is the center of all excavation work in this country. There's bound to be some information on where we can find parts. Anyway, the fear is often worse than the danger itself. We should not let such fears hold us back. Okay, so basically what you need to do now is figure out where is a place to find gear parts. Not the easiest question to answer, but thankfully we will have a couple of places that we can talk to. This is a sand buggy. That's it, Faye! I have thought of a good way to get parts we need for Weltall.
Oh, the guy who's walking right there.
Could you guys please move? First, we have to First, we've got to go find out who will rent us this buggy.
Sand buggy.
Could you please move now? A sand buggy is a special car made for the desert. Its tires do not sink into the sand, so it is a must for long trips into the desert.
So then, Doc, what do you plan on doing with the sand buggy?
Well, leave it to me. Just to wait and see. Okay, well, now he's not moving.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought I was stuck here forever! Alright, let's enter this door. This is probably the rental shop. Let's talk to him. Never saw you before. You want to rent out a sand buggy too, eh? Yes, that is right. Do you have any we can rent right now? Of course, keys are in the ignition. You can take it now. Well then, if I may. Faye, I'm going to go into the desert to search for parts for Weltall.
Go into the desert? Doc, are you going to excavate some ruins or something?
No. The Kislev and Aveh armies are confronting each other in the desert all the time. There's talk that their forces often break into battle over the ruins.
What does that have to do with the gear?
Well, if I search the battlefields for the wrecks of such army gear, I should be able to find the parts we need. Besides, Weltall is a Kislev gear, so we need parts from Kislev gears.
But...
Faye, you are such a warrior. Things have a way of working out. You do not need to worry so much. Why not go kill some time at the bar until I get back?
Doc.
Okay, well, interesting. Hey, are you letting him go out there all alone? Lots of fights break out in the desert. It's a real dangerous place. I've heard about a group of pirates riding around attacking people on a sand cruiser. You really shouldn't let him go out there by himself. Ah, crap, Doc! And... too late. So what you have to do is basically go out and hunt for Citan.
I thought we were gonna go kill time at the bar.
No.
Oh,
Now you're worried that he might be killed. So that's a
I
problem.
want to go to the cantina.